DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill and driver combo kit has been on sale recently, so it's time to test it against the Ryobi One HP brushless kit. I'll test the real-world performance, compare specs and features, update my ranking table, and share the latest buying advice. I've seen comments on social media like, if DeWalt is as cheap as Ryobi, why would anyone buy Ryobi? And these kits are the perfect tool to test that out. The performance test results are a bit shocking. I recently purchased both DeWalt combo kits on Amazon, a brush kit for $130 and a brushless kit for around $150. I tested them in my previous video and the kits were closer than I expected. Since this DeWalt brushless kit is the same price point as the Gen 1 Ryobi kit on sale, I want to show that full comparison and dive deeper into the trade-offs between the tools. Also compare another $150 drill kit, the Metabo HPT kit, which I really like. It's been up to $169, but seems to have settled around $150 as well. But since Metabo's tool line is very small compared to DeWalt and Ryobi, I want to focus on those in this video. Comparing power specs on paper from DeWalt and Ryobi is pretty useless, but I'll show those on screen. Let's go ahead and jump into the performance test comparison. My comparison tests now include the drill driving a lag bolt on speed 1 and 2, 2-inch hole saw, and the impact driver with the lag bolt and construction screws. For the lag bolt on speed 1, both drills get the job done quickly, but Ryobi takes the win 3.4 seconds versus 4.1 seconds for the DeWalt. Ryobi faster, potentially due to the larger diameter motor they fit in the drill. Let's check the impact driver. Same test. The Ryobi I'm using is the 4 mode, but same specs on speed 3 as the standard impact driver, which I previously tested. Ryobi gets it done in 4.5 seconds, and DeWalt gets it done again slightly slower at 5.3. So Ryobi looking to have the power advantage over DeWalt. I really didn't expect that. Next, speed 2 on the lag bolt to see how far it goes before overload protection kicks in. DeWalt stopped short, and Ryobi stopped short in a very similar spot, maybe just slightly behind the DeWalt. To test speed 2 in a more real-world application, I use a 2-inch hole saw through 1-inch pine. Ryobi goes significantly faster at 12.5 seconds, while DeWalt was slow, over 20 seconds. I know how much pressure is important to speed while drilling, but I quickly noticed that DeWalt was struggling to cut and applied more pressure to that tool to get it across the finish line, albeit a little smoky. And impact driver on some construction screws, the Ryobi again slightly faster, 1.4 to 1.7 seconds versus 1.5 to 2 seconds for the DeWalt. Clearly, Ryobi is taking the win when it comes to power and performance. Social media would suggest the opposite, but that's likely comparing the much more expensive top-of-the-line DeWalt to Ryobi, where you would expect DeWalt to take the win. Jumping to the next most important thing, control. I've shown low-speed RPM in the past, but the trigger feel and real-world driving matters more, which is good because the only good low-speed RPM is the DeWalt drill. The Ryobi trigger is spongy, and you will struggle with the Ryobi impact driver in the kit without modes, to be precise. Even with modes, initially driving the screws is slower than you want. The DeWalt, on the other hand, has fantastic control. No issues out of the box. Without practice, I am confident I can control the screw head exactly where I want it. The control is similar to Metabo and a real advantage. When doing the control testing, it's easy to notice the collet advantage of the DeWalt in 2 key areas. One, it's spring-loaded, which can help with cam out and a very nice Pro Tool touch, and the release mechanism doesn't launch the bit, so it's truly a one-handed operation. The Ryobi has minimal play in the impact driver, which indicates that it's well designed and built, but not spring-loaded. And the one-handed bit release either launches it or the bit doesn't reset the collet fully for inserting the next bit. I find myself using both hands on the Ryobi, so it's not quite as one-handed as you might hope. Next, for the length and weight, the DeWalt is going to take the win on the weight but lose when it comes to length. The drill is significantly longer with a smaller diameter motor, a slightly surprising design, but maybe it was how they cut costs and prevented overlap from their higher-end pro tools. The fit and finish is honestly similar. I expected DeWalt to be better, but the battery is a bit firm sliding in. The overmoldings are similar and feel good on the hand. The Ryobi is a little top heavy, but maybe designed to work better with a 4 amp hour or 6 amp hour battery. Both batteries are listed at 2 amp hours, but DeWalt states 40 watt hours, while Ryobi states 36 watt hours. For the charger, DeWalt states 1.7 amps. Ryobi doesn't specifically state that, but it's estimated around 2 amps. There are some minor differences, but nothing in the battery charger category that would separate one brand from the other, in my opinion. I'll also share both brands have plenty of opportunities for upgrades in the future. Vast lines of larger batteries, tabless cells, and higher-end tools. DeWalt has much more expensive pro-grade drill and impact drivers. Ryobi has their improved Gen 2 tools, although they've been making some strange choices with the Gen 2 tools, not selling them in kits and forcing a higher price. I only now see a $199 kit with the Gen 2 drill, but the Gen 1 impact driver. Maybe I wasn't the only one who found some initial issues with the Gen 2 impact driver. So who wins? Well, if you check the ranking table, it's Metabo, but between DeWalt and Ryobi, they're very close. Ryobi winning in performance and length, but DeWalt winning in lighter weight and some better features and control. I was certainly surprised by performance, but with the $150 sale price, Ryobi takes the performance advantage. For me personally, if I had to pick, I would pick the DeWalt. Lower weight and better control is my choice for most woodworking or even boat building work. I would be wasting time if I had to break out the hole saws or cabinet door hinge jig. But a more comfortable tool for 80% of what I work on. A quick nod to Metabo. The drill kit is great, delivering great power with much more compact size and great control. Lag bolt performance is very good. Construction screw performance is better. Fit and finish on the battery is better than DeWalt. The main drawback for me with Metabo is just the limited tools in that line. For the Ryobi compact kit, the drill is competitive with the brushless DeWalt at a much smaller size. But the compact impact wouldn't keep up with the DeWalt. I hope this information was helpful. Thanks so much for watching. I try to be as accurate as possible with pricing when making these videos, but those numbers change quickly. I'll leave product numbers and links in the description to check the latest prices. To support the channel, please consider liking, subscribing, or watching another video like the Metabo performance test.